are talking about Yemoo and Yemoja, the differences between these two beautiful and amazing Orisa of the Ifa Orisa pantheon. There have been a lot of conversation, and there's been some cross-ups with people thinking that Yemoo and Yemoja are the same deity, and the only thing that is really crossing people up, I think, the most is that the names, the beginning of Yemoo's name, the beginning of Yemoja's name, and Yemoo's name sound similar to one another. So I am here with my goddaughter, Yemojawuyi, and she is going to give some pointers and her personal perspective. She has connected with Yemoja. She's initiated and a priestess of Yemoja now. So I'm gonna let you talk about it. What are some things that you've learned about Yemoja?
Some things that I definitely learned about Yemoja is that she is fierce. She is a fighter, and that she will help you with any fears that you may have. To not be scared, to not be silent. She definitely wants her children to speak up and stand up for themselves when needed to. So those are some of the things that I have learned since being initiated to her.
What are some energies that Yemoja is connected to?
She's definitely connected to the ocean, connected to any water, rain. She is connected to protecting women and fighting for women and their children, making sure everybody in the home is fed and at peace and just flowing around and being beautiful in her own way.
Absolutely. So that's good. What have you learned to be different from when you first learned about Yemoja being your Orisa as to where you are now with her? Like, are there some differences that you've learned about her?
Definitely. In the beginning, I saw Yemoja as a mermaid, and now I see her as so much more. She's very mysterious, but she also wants to be represented in elegance, represented in beauty. She also is she dazzles to me. Like, I see Yemoja as dazzling and as someone who's a net. Trying to ignore bloopers. But
it's like yeah, so I like that. I like that she's dazzling, because I see a lot with Yemoja. Children of Yemoja is that they love like dazzling.
Yes.
Items.
Glitter and
just
shining. Like, she talks to me a lot to shine and to come into the light where people can see me and understand me. So I thank her for that, because I used to be the person I wanted to be, and like a clam inside, and not show people who I really am and what I have to offer. And that comes into play with my confidence, and she just tells me to shine and to be who I am and to be proud of who I am.
That's awesome. That's really good. So you've grown a lot in her and her within you.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
That's really good. What about offerings? So people will know about what offerings are good to give to her. Maybe any offer you used to give her that you didn't know that you shouldn't be giving her. Right. Anything like that when it comes to service and connecting with her.
Definitely offerings for Yemoja. She loves watermelon. I think a lot of people, and honeydew melons. Now that I'm initiated to her, I know for sure not to give her any type of seafood, anything that comes out of the ocean. I stopped eating all seafood just to connect better to her.
But you have some taboos that you can't eat certain seafood, so that's where it started.
Yes, ma'am. So with the taboos, I got a couple. I just decided that any seafood is out for me personally, but offerings that she do love, anything with onions. She loves onions, and she just loves to eat well and eat good. So I feed her often.
That's good. So I like the fact that you said that, you know, the watermelons and regular melons, but it seems like a lot of people, especially for us in the diaspora, a lot of people, all they give her is watermelons, melons, plantains, molasses. So that's good.
But Yemoja likes food, and she likes to eat
good food. Yes. Very good. Well, I am going to discuss some of the similarities that I have found with Yemoja and Yemoo. Some things, as I said, to me, the only close things between the two of them is the fact that Yemoo's name, it starts out with, in Yemoja's name. So if people say Yemoja, and if I say I'm a priestess of Yemoo, they for some reason cross the two up, but they're completely different. So I'm discussing the similarities. So again, in this book, Yellow Spectacle, I find that there are some mentions of Yemoo. Now, the similarity that I've found with Yemoja is many people may know that Yemoja or have heard that Yemoja is the mother of Gelede. Gelede is an ancient ancestor of the Yoruba culture. And there's a story behind this masquerade for a woman named Gelede. Her mother is known to be Yemoja. But in that book, it also states in the commentary that the mother of Gelede is Iya, and it states that Iya is Yemoo or Yemòwó. So with that, I found that that has been a similarity for me because in my spirit, I felt Yemoo connected to Gelede as well. I had a Gelede masquerade myself for one of my festivals, and I strongly felt Yemoo's energy connected to Gelede. And then afterwards is when I found this reference to Yemoo in that book. So that's a similarity. Another similarity between Yemoo and Yemoja is them being the wife of Obatala. So in some Lukumi stories, Patakis, they speak of Yemoja being married to Obatala in many stories, and as well in Sheshe, the traditional Ifa Orisha system, we know Yemoo to be a wife of Obatala as well. So that's a similarity. The third similarity for Yemoja and Yemoo is that I hear the phrase for both of them that they are the mother of us all. So I hear that being said for Yemoja all the time, or I've heard her being referenced as the mother of fishes, but the mother of many children, the mother of us all, as well as Yemoo. Now being initiated to Yemoo, I have connected to understanding more about her, and in her reference, she's also referenced as the mother of us all, the mother of the earth, the mother of the world, the mother of the universe. So I find that to be interesting similarity. Now for the differences between the two, the differences is strong differences if you ask me. Their character trait are very different. The energy that I feel connecting to these two Orisha is completely different. So just starting out with that, the energy feels different. The character of the stories from their different Oriki and the Odu that speak about Yemoja and the Odu about Yemoo, even though there are limited resources that I've been able to find so far with Yemoo. However, the stories that I have heard, it gives me a different character, a different energy for that deity. So I found that they're strongly different in character. The second thing is their colors. So it's kind of hard for people to cross them up because as Yemoja here, Yemojawuyi is wearing her color of her Orisha, and I'm wearing my color of my Orisha. So Yemoo, her color is all white, completely all white. Not silver, not gray, not beige, it's all white, just like Obatala. And Yemoja's color is blue. So their colors are completely different. The third thing that I found to be different that I want to point out in this particular episode is that the water is different. So Yemoja is connected to the ocean.
Yes.
Which is salt water. Now, before I even put two and two together, I realized that I didn't feel connected to bring ocean water to Yemoo. I didn't feel like Yemoo was connected to ocean water. I personally connect very well with rainwater for Yemoo. Now, I have asked her and she has agreed. So when I say I've asked her, I mean through divination, that she's agreed that she likes rainwater or she's connected to rainwater. But it makes sense that she wouldn't really connect to ocean water because it is not, you shouldn't give Yemoo salt. So salt is one of the taboos for Yemo, and so there's salt in ocean water, so it makes sense that she wouldn't connect to ocean water. But those are 3 similarities that I found between Yemoja, Yemo, and 3 differences.